All right, hey everybody, I'm here with Mr. Michael V. Roberts Jr. Now you've seen his father, Michael V. Roberts Sr., and this is the son. He is the at least one of the heirs to the empire, right?
Yes.
And all right, brother, well, how you doing today?
I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm in Ghana.
All right, all right. Now I want to talk about your background a little bit. Now you are, you and all your siblings are very accomplished. So you're not just, some little kids that just are like, oh, my dad did all the work, I'm gonna sit back and do nothing. Your father really, in fact, did he say that all of your siblings, all of you have law degrees?
Yes, we do.
Really? And you went to Pepperdine, right?
Did.
Okay. So let's start there. What was it in your household? Most families don't have 4 lawyers in the house. What was it about your household that led to that particular outcome?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. One thing about my father, my parents, his brother, everybody, education was just number one. Like, that's just part of the foundation. Like, you just have to have an education to be able to survive and give yourself the best chance to be successful. So for us and us all getting through that process in law school, it was just something that was really quite natural in our family. We just knew we had to go, unless we were some type of freak of nature in a sport or a singer or just something like that. You just go to school and the incentive was they number one, they paid for the tuition, and if you were messing up in school, they take it away.
Wow.
So
you learned.
So we didn't mess up.
So
yeah.
Consequences.
There were consequences. Tied to that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's what people don't see. There were consequences for not performing in school.
Yeah. I mean, because the thing that came to mind with you and your siblings
Yes.
is, I don't know if you know, there's a stat that says that 70% of all wealthy families lose all their wealth in one generation.
That's true.
And so it sounds to me like your father and your mother had a really good succession plan in place and a true empowerment plan where you guys are successful in your own right.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
We are. I mean, by them being successful, it allowed us to be exposed to traveling around the world, them exposing us to different cultures and food, and we were being able to play various different types of sports, not just the typical stuff that our folks play,
What
basketball, football.
sport you play?
Well, I played tennis. I actually went all the way to Morehouse College. Now, I played tennis.
You played tennis
all
at
my
Morehouse?
life. Yeah.
Really?
The Morehouse tennis thing was, I didn't go there for tennis, but the tennis courts were across from my dorm. So I'm looking out the window. Now, mind you, I was captain of the tennis team earlier that spring.
Wow. Cool.
On my senior year in high school. So I'm used to playing 3 sports a year. So, football, basketball, tennis. And it was just staring at me. Then I see all these brothers with tennis rackets hitting this green ball across the net. Like, now I never seen that before. I was using the only one or one of 2 or whatever. So I grabbed my tennis rackets and I walked right onto the tennis courts and I talked to the coach. I was like, Coach, freshman, and I play tennis as captain, and I like to play with some of your guys, if you don't mind. I ended up beating like 2 scholarship players. So the coach was like, you want to play?
You beat 2 of the scholarship players?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this was the deal. I was like, I'll be honored. I'd love to. However, don't take their scholarships. That's what I said. That was my condition. I was like, don't take their money.
Yeah.
And we all became a team. I just became one of 8 guys, 8 9 guys, and we ended up winning the regional, I think SIU or something, the championship.
Really?
For those, I only played a couple of years, but we won twice, and then we were the first Morehouse team to ever go to the Nationals in our division.
Really? That's dope.
So that was fun. It was great.
Very
For
cool.
me personally, staying active in sports helped me stay focused. I mean, you get to college, there's a lot of distractions.
I'm telling you, especially in the AUC.
It's
all those
the
pretty black
AUC,
women.
I mean, you have Spelman, Clark, and Morris Brown literally all next to each other. And then
Too
you have,
much. I would have flunked out by the way.
yeah, I mean, and some people did. Some people did not come back after freshman year. And then you had Georgia State, Georgia Tech, right down the street, Emory. So,
And then you got Atlanta.
and then you have Atlanta. So, sports helped me stay focused, and being physically active helped my mind stay sharp for the classes. And I graduated cum laude from Morehouse College, class of '01.
Okay.
And
So,
then, yeah.
so then you went to Pepperdine Law School.
Yes,
and,
Pepperdine School of Law.
And you know, working with your dad. Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about the work that you do now. Because you're an integral part of your father's business. You're not just sort of tagging along. You're actually making major deals with hotels. So tell us more about that.
Well, after law school, I did 1 year at a large law firm, just for a year, and then after that stint, I knew I needed to get to the family business. So I transitioned over and took over the hotel operations, and we probably operated, so probably about 15 hotels, mostly in the Midwest, South and Southeast region of the United States. So I'm 41 now, even though I know you guys don't think I am 41.
You look about 21, but that's good though. That means when you're 81, you look 61.
Sure, I'll take it. But while in my 20s, which is good, energy, no kids at the time, I was able to travel. So, I first I would lead the due diligence teams to go look at the opportunities, fly in. I would have my CPA with me, maybe our chief engineer, our chief hotel operator person, and a few others, and lead the team in my 20s, and compile all the data, put together a report, and report it to the owner or the owners, and at the end recommend whether we should move forward or not. And I would say every time they took our recommendation, because the important thing here is we had data to support. It wasn't just because I'm Mike Jr., like, Dad, you should buy this. It was, let's do a proper presentation that I learned in school. I learned how to do presentations and put together PowerPoint presentations. That's why school is so important, because it's not just a word. I mean, they're training you on how to operate in the real world, and equip you with tools to be able to make presentations, public speaking, how to analyze spreadsheets and financial data and things of that nature. Because really, the devil is in the details. It's in the numbers. If you really understand the math and the spreadsheets and the formulas, those tools, those components, actually give you the answer to whether you should move forward or how you should negotiate up or down on the number. So, I was a major in marketing and finance at Morehouse, and the finance part played a role, just like I explained. Then you have the marketing part. I mean, you can have the most beautiful, well-oiled product, but if you can't brand it and you can't market it and you can't target it to your audience, no revenue is going to come in.
Nothing's going to work.
And I've seen a lot of stores, I've seen a lot of product fail because they didn't market it. You got to put, some wise man told me, you should budget at least 15% of your budget, your annual budget, to purely marketing efforts.
At least.
Yes, and I would recommend
a new product. It might be more than that.
Yeah, it should. It could take 3 years a lot of times for anything to start making money. So, but once again, I learned a lot of that in school. And working for my father, School of Hard Knocks. Just out there, real time, real world, doing deals with him, and also sitting at the boardroom tables with him and just kind of following him around. I mean, he's been dragging me around since I can remember, and through osmosis, I just kind of absorbed it. Kind of a natural at it when I came of age. But I love working with my father. It's truly a blessing to be able to work with your parent or your family if you can make it. It's not easy. It's not easy.
The dad's right there.
Oh yeah, there's Pops right there.
Looks like he's telling us it's time for us to go. Okay.
Yeah, soon to be king. Right
there you
here.
go. Well,
So, but thank you.
All right.
There it is right there. We were just talking about you.
Yeah. Okay. Last quick question. What's the best and the worst thing about having a father that casts such a large shadow over the world?
I'll start with the worst thing. He can say anything he wants to me, like things that you probably wouldn't necessarily get away with.
We can walk and talk if you want to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, if there's just a moment of frustration or something like that, or whatever the case may be, he's still my dad, so he's gonna tell it like it is in the way he tells it. So
if you tell him to fuck off, it'll only be temporary.
Hey, look,
and you would never say
temporary,
it. I couldn't say that to my dad.
And I gotta hold my tongue, you know. He's still my dad, so I can't really just rail off on my pops or nothing.
Right.
But that's probably the worst of it. Outside of that, you know, as I've matured, I've just embraced the fact that this legacy thing is deeper than me. Everyone out there, and you know, everybody, I think, wants a sense of connecting to something and to build a legacy. I don't care where you come from. I think that's just innate in us as a human being. So I've embraced that I am a legacy, and I want to continue the legacy. I think it's important to do that. So,
all right.
Thank you.
It was Michael B. Roberts Jr. Thank you, brother, for sharing your story. And there's his dad, and he's got an inspirational family business. Well, I'm gonna invite you back. I want you to come back in and talk to us some more.
Anytime.
For sure. All right. Now hit the thumbs up button, guys. And are we going this way?
Yes. No, we're going that way.
Oh, okay.
We're taking a picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon.